What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Shawnii Echo. Yeah, Echo. And I'm back.
Beautiful, intelligent, confident, independent, talented, talented, well equipped. It don't matter what you think. The best thing that I can be is me. I know who I am, who I am.
In this segment, I'm going to be showing you how I actually construct my wig. So, if you want to see that, stay tuned. You know what I mean? Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. And, yeah. Without further ado, here comes the video. Definitely show you guys the before and after. Okay guys, so we need that dome cap on your wig maker thingamajigger. Gonna place that closure a little bit before your hairline. We're gonna pin it down all four corners, kind of like we did in the last video to dye it, but now we gotta secure it to sew it. Make sure this is laid flat. You don't want no lumps in your wig. Take your time. So very close together. You're just gonna work your way around that thing. Work it, work it, work it, work it. When you get to the back, it's okay to take the pin out so that you can ensure that you're sewing it on flat. Let me remind you, if you do this and that front part is not hanging over the cap, be prepared to have your wig a lot behind your hairline, meaning you know, part it and then it transitions. If you want this to be able to start to where you don't have to have your hair exposed, it cannot be right at that dome cap line. It has to be over. By the way, your life will be made so much easier if you get you a good 6 or 7 needles. Thread them bad boys ahead of time so you don't have to keep stopping and going and stopping and going and going and stopping. Yes, get you some needles. Nice and flat, that's how you want it. Okay, so we're going to take this first bundle, measure it across. I don't like to start at the back. I like to start around the sides and then fill in the back. I am using nylon thread, by the way. Nylon thread is a lot stronger. It's less likely to snag on your natural hair if you're getting a sew-in. It's stronger. It's less likely to break. Nylon, you can't take it and pull it with your hand and get it apart. With the cotton, you can. So, and I usually go around my tracks, but for this track being at the very, very back, it's important to go through it. That's what's gonna keep this snug on my head, outside of the headband or the clips that I have. I will be cutting that track because you don't want that to be bulky. And then from here on, I'll just be filling in the back with the first bundle. this is the back of the head, so it doesn't have to be as flat, so I do flip my tracks. Even though I am cutting my weft, I try not to cut it too much. If I ever was to reconstruct this wig, it would be easier to get it back together because I'm not cutting the wefts too much. Only in specific areas. Make sure you're only going through that stocking cap. You do not want to get that thing snug to the cushion for the mannequin hair that you're sewing onto. It'd be very hard to get it off. You would actually have to cut it, and yeah, because the thread is so long, you cut it, you're gonna have to resew that whole track that was attached to that piece of thread. You don't want to do that. So just be very careful to just sew on the cap. Now we're working with bundle 2, and this is the bundle that I dyed black. It's okay to fold. The reason I go around the track is, for one, it's faster. 2, it's gonna help with preventing shedding. And it gives you that versatility, especially when you're doing maybe a flip over wig. If you're going around the track, it's easy to flip from side to side and not be too bulky. By the way, if you haven't already, go ahead, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, give this video a nice thumbs up. Cause this is detailed, man. This was hard work for you guys. It took me so much longer to do this trying to record myself. So I would appreciate a like, a comment, even a subscription. Okay, and we're going. Into that third bundle now. Moving forward up to this top section, I won't be doubling the tracks anymore because I don't want it to be too bulky. From the transition to the closure to the sides of my head, I don't want it to be like really wiggy bulky, so I won't be doubling the tracks anymore. And I will be cutting the wefts because you want it to lay smooth, nice and flat like a pancake. I mentioned in my review that I might not be able to fit all of this hair into the wig, but I actually managed to do so. So I got all the bundles and the closure in. I didn't have any hair left over whatsoever. And I did that by pre-measuring. So a lot of these pieces that you see that I'm sewing on now, I measured it first and laid it, and what I knew I would have left over, I went ahead and put it in the back. that space between the closure and that track there, there's gonna be one more track. And you're gonna sew that track on the closure and the cap, and that's gonna help secure your wig and keep it together. So, if you're interested in part 3, stay tuned. I got you. To see through, so pat it on there. Pat that bleach, ladies. Pat that bleach, ladies. Yes. You can see straight through there, and it hasn't see through. We're gonna let that process for a little bit.